everybody. Today we have Dell Latitude 5420 model. It's an Intel Core i7 11th gen laptop. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Let's start with bottom screws. Luckily they use regular Phillips screwdriver, so you don't need any special tools. Okay, now we have to separate the bottom case from the palmrest, so find this gap and use plastic tool, otherwise you may scratch your other parts. And gently work your way around the edge to disconnect all the clips. Alright. The bottom is out. Here we have the part number. So now we have access to all the internal components. You should start with disconnecting the battery. Okay, so once it's disconnected, we can take out the screws. And this is how you can replace your battery in case if it doesn't hold the charge or it's swollen. Alright, here we have the part number, model number, part number here. Now, here we can see our memory slots. One is occupied, the other one empty, so you could upgrade. If the memory doesn't work, you can spread those arms. Oops. And this is how you take it out. You can replace it or upgrade to the bigger one. Here we have the Wi-Fi card. If the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. So gently disconnect the antenna wires. Okay, they're very fragile, so be careful. And now they use some adhesive, so gently, oh yeah, disconnect it. Here we have the model part number. Here under that cover we should have our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot, shows no boot device, or you would like to upgrade the storage to the bigger one, this is how you can take it out. This is the short version of the NVMe card. That's why it has this extension. You can buy the longer one. So the actual card is here. Here we have the model part number. So now let's take out the cooling fan and the heatsink. So if your laptop overheats, your fan is making grinding noise or doesn't spin, you can replace it. It looks like it's connected to the heatsink, so let's unscrew the screws from the processor. And now gently lift the heatsink. It may be stuck to the processor because of the cooling paste. Once the paste dries out, yeah, it creates some problems sometimes. So don't bend the heatsink, it won't work anymore. Okay, the fan is disconnected. Here we have our part number. Now we will be pulling out the motherboard, so it's covered by this plastic bracket part. So let's take out all the screws. Now I see the speaker wire. It's connected here and it goes. It's routed through that part, so let's disconnect it. Sorry, that's a CMOS battery, so that's the speaker. Okay, let's see if we can lift this bracket. One more screw here in the corner. Alright, so this part is out. Here we have the part number. Now, since we disconnected the speaker, we can take it out. So if your sound is bad, you can replace your speakers. Gently lift it, and that's how you take it out. Those are the speakers. Here we have the part number. So now let's disconnect all the cables and take out all the screws from the motherboard. Here we can see our processor. Unfortunately, it's soldered on the motherboard, so if it doesn't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Okay, so that's the video cable. Now let's disconnect the keyboard touchpad cables, whatever remains connected to the board. I always close those clips, the retaining clips. They're very fragile, they may break, and then you have to buy again the whole motherboard. One more screw here. Oh, here one more screw. That's our CMOS battery. I keep it with the motherboard. Okay. Oh, we forgot our power button. Let's disconnect it. And here we have the part number. Okay, now let's unscrew the hinge screws so we can disconnect the screen. Now unfold the Palmrest assembly, and this is how you can take it out. So they usually sell the whole piece. You can check gotlaptopparts.com if you need parts. The same with eBay. Looks like you could take out the keyboard, it's held by these screws. Same with touchpad. If you take out all these screws, you can replace just the touchpad. And that's our part number for the keyboard and for the touchpad right here. Okay, and that's our screen. Also very often sold in one piece. It's very easy to crack the screen, so it's better to replace it like that with the covers. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.